Hey everybody, it's SirCrochetsATon. So today, I know I haven't posted in a while. I've been so busy with work, my health, and stuff like that. So today I'm going to do a quick little video. Well, maybe what I define as quick is different from yours. But I'm working on this whip. I can't remember for the life of me. I think this is the Rhythm of Resilience blanket by Juan. And I'm using Loops and Thread Soft Classic for this whole blanket, using white, leaf green, and bright red. Give you a little close up of the color. And it's starting with white, then green, then red. And this is going to be a little holiday themed blanket. And I'm right in the middle of color changing to red. I just finished the little V-stitch round. The repeats. So I'm gonna grab the red got trapped under the blanket. I'm also running out of the bright red, so I'm gonna have to buy more, which is not a big deal to me, at least. Okay, leave a little bit of a tail. Chain one. Sorry, I'm talking aloud for a little quick sec. I'm gonna double knot. Anyways, how are you guys doing? That's the most important part of this video, is making sure everyone's okay. Pardon the background noise, my brother just got home, or one of them did. I gotta figure out with this center circle if I want to cut the tail now or if I want to sew it in, because I did crochet over it. I think I'm gonna wait. And as Juan would say, I've got a lot of micro fringe that I will have to sew in at the end. That's for future Patrick, not current Patrick. So yeah, it's quite big, and I'm gonna start crocheting. I love this pattern. And today I ordered from Premier Yarns and Yarn Inspirations. Well, the Premier Yarns was because of their sale, and Yarn Inspirations is also having a sale right now, 60% off across all some of the 4-weight yarns. So I placed quite a big order for that, and then an order from Premier, and I will do videos on that as soon as they come in. Anywho, start crocheting. Anyways, what are you guys working on? I'm always curious. See if I can gain some inspiration. And I'm using a 6mm prim hook, US letter J. It's my favorite hook. This pattern here, there's a free tutorial on Juan's channel, and there's a paid for pattern, like to get the written copy or the typed out copy, whichever one you want to, whatever you want to call it, on his Ravelry. And it's just Juan the Yarn Addict, all one word, for the most part. And you can check him out pretty much everywhere. Highly recommend. And during this Premier sale, I know there's only a few days left, but it would be great if you guys could use my link, which should be in my channel description. Yeah. My yarn keeps getting tangled around the blanket. That's so funny. Nothing's really new with me except for the fact that I am working a lot more than I used to. It's because I finished high school recently, recent as of September, and I've been working a lot more, picking up more shifts. I had the day job, and it's just been a whole thing. Can't decide which round I like more. Either the one with the, what I like to call the petals or the shells, or the V-stitch round, which is this green one right here. We do a lot of V-stitches so these shells can go in. Okay. I think I like the shells one more. Shells, clusters, petals, whatever you want to call it, because there's so many different names. Hard to keep track for me, at least. I also do crochet classes on Thursdays. Today's a Thursday, as the day I'm recording this, which is, I believe, the 13th of November. Yeah. I will admit, the more rounds you do of this pattern, the more yarn it takes, like the more it eats. So I'd say this pattern is kind of a yarn eater, but I digress. This pattern is worth it. I'll say that, especially when you do it with 3 colors. And yeah, this is gonna be a little blanket I can drape over myself when I'm cold or sad or whatever. Because whenever I'm sad, I love wrapping myself in my own blankets that I make. I gotta find this blanket I made a while back. It was with Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in light blue, and then Red Heart Super Saver in retro stripe. I made it so huge, like a ripple blanket, kind of like this one. This is a stash busting project. Put that back. It's with all various yarns, and I think it's really cool. And I'm just using scrap cakes and leftover skeins for that project. That's what I did with that, and it was like well over 40 to 50 inches tall. I'm not sure about the width though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get more of this bright red because I'm running out. Not for this video. I am hopefully not gonna be playing Yarn Chicken. I don't like that. Okay. Okay, I just turned the corner. So I just finished side 1 of 4, and now I'm going side 2 of 4. So halfway there. Then I get to switch colors again back to white. Oop. Okay. Almost did a slip stitch. I just did a double crochet and a chain. What am I thinking? Probably because I was looking at a V-stitch. Sometimes when I look at a stitch while I'm crocheting, I will just want to do it. Or that's what my hands will do when it's not correct. Alright. Do a few rounds of this since this blanket is getting bigger. Maybe one more color change. Or round or whatever. gotta go right there. Sometimes it's hard to tell because there's a chain one in between some of the singles. Not all of them, but it's hard to see with my so great vision. Hence the glasses. Oh gosh. Gotta pick up those stitches. There we go. At least I'm not knitting right now because I tend to drop stitches constantly. That's so fun. Yes, there's going to be lots of sarcasm in this video in case you're wondering. Aha. The yarn is slipping from the hook. Especially when I'm doing these double crochets. I'll just go blink. It's so annoying. This usually happens when I'm recording, which I think is so bizarre. Oops. Those are the double crochets. Or the clusters, whichever one it is. These rounds definitely go fast. Oh, oops. See, and I think this video is a good example of how even crocheters who are more skilled, I'll say that, like they're more advanced, can still have those times where they're having errors left and right, or the yarn is slipping, it's not going the way they want, etc., etc. Could also be how fast I'm crocheting as well. Believe me, I used to crochet at the speed of a turtle. Like, I used to be so slow. Like, I used to be like quickly going in, but then taking my time to complete whichever stitch I was trying to complete. Which I find interesting. I wish I had videos I could show you guys or upload of me crocheting at like the speed of a turtle. And the speed of a turtle is still speed. Like, it's still, you're still crocheting. So no matter what speed you crochet at, you're still doing it, which is awesome. So keep doing it. This craft, despite how lonely it can be, it's fabulous. Look at this. You can make beautiful work. Despite that, yes, it may take you longer, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. So keep that in mind. As soon as I finish recording this video, I will be uploading it. So I've been going for almost 14 and a half minutes. 14 and a half right now, but anyways. I've been in the bushes watching Juan while I'm on breaks at work. I only get like either one 15-minute break, or I get a 30-minute break, or my lunch, and 15 or 2. Like 1 or 2. It's just where I works, I guess. Sometimes I wish I had an hour long, 45 minutes to an hour of a break, like at one time. But no, not how it works. I recently was recognized by a customer through some sort of survey or something for my hard work and stuff, and I think that is so neat. Like, I was given a little, I don't know what you call it. It was like kind of like a certificate, but kind of not. It was like a piece of paper that gave you what they said, and celebrating that victory, I guess. I'm not sure. At least I have one more day off, which is tomorrow, and then I work 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. I get a break on Monday, and then I work Tuesday, and then repeat, because the winter time is slower. So therefore they cut back on hours and stuff so they can still stay in business, which is completely understandable, yet unfortunate, because how am I going to pay my bills and stuff like that? But I digress. That's not really my problem right now. I don't want to sound like a snot or anything, but I don't have any expenses right now other than yarn, hee and my crochet class. But other than that, oh, and the wand membership that I pay for, because like I really like Juan. I want to support Juan, especially on his 100K milestone. After that, he gained like 10,000 more subscribers, which I think is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna really like the yarn hauls. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I got some good stuff, or stuff that I've either bought before, but especially from Premier. I bought a new to me yarn. It's a 4-weight. It's an ombre yarn. It's the Just Yarn ombre, but I bought several colorways, and I'm gonna keep those a secret, because there are a few that are out of stock. So if you go to the website, and whichever ones are out of stock at the moment, I most likely didn't buy, unless people have bought up some of the colorways I bought since I last looked at the website. I will say that I did, and I bought enough to get free shipping on both sites, Yarn Inspirations and Premier.com. I have to pull, okay, perfect. Getting close to the end of this round. I gotta say, this pattern has a lot of chaining, which I think is fun. Chaining is my favorite, other than double crochet crosses. Anyhow. Okay. Okay, is this the 4th? Yes. See? There's red. I'm so happy. To be honest, today's one of the days I felt like really happy for some reason. Most days I feel low energy, but today I feel a little higher energy, which is great. I always like every few stitches to look at my work to make sure I'm doing it right and not making an error or mistake. And either way, I mean, even if I did, that's okay. These videos I make me happy. I love making videos. I gotta get back into it, seriously. Well, I am today, but I'm not sure when I'll be able to upload another. You know, maybe I should, like, record several in a row, so then I can schedule them, so they'll upload when I'm at work, so you guys will still get to see me. I'm grateful for every single one of you guys. So far right now I have 41 reasons to continue, and I'm hoping eventually that number will increase. So, guys, you can tell anyone you know about me. I don't mind. Actually, I want you to. Because I want to make my own little yarny community. Oops. I did a half double crochet. What was I thinking? That's not even in the pattern. The yarn is slippery. I'm probably going to place a Michael's order as well. Maybe a little one. Just to pick up a skein or two of each of these colorways. Which is bright red, leaf green, and white. And whatever I have left over, I'll put into another project. And I don't know what that another project is. I just noticed that I slowed down when I was doing that double crochet 2 together. Which I think is interesting. And when I'm doing the single. If any of you guys know of any good people who do, like on YouTube, who do videos on pattern writing, I would love for you guys to drop those links or mention those channels down below. Because I want to be able to start making my own patterns for you guys. I've tried writing patterns. It's not that easy, for me at least. Put those there. The micro fringe is getting in the way. There we go. I'm kind of crocheting around it. Just gotta do one more stitch here. Another stitch there, there, and there. I'm kidding. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Another round complete. This is such an amazing project. I only started this on Monday, I believe. Or was it Tuesday? I believe it was Monday. And I've been working on it ever since. I can feel the vision. I can see the vision of this blanket. Oh, I'm so happy. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it a day on this video. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!